everyone, this is my week 4 PowerPoint on the contemporary feminist theories. Out of the four that we had to choose from, or not had to choose from, but we chose from, I did the theories of gender oppression. Oppression focuses on patriarchy or the systematic way that men oppress and dominate women. I have the definition of patriarchy is a system of society or government in which men hold the power and women are largely excluded from it. Two quotes that I found from the textbook that help add on to the gender oppression is describes women's situation as a consequence of a direct power relationship between men and women, in which men have fundamental and concrete interest in controlling, using, subjugating, and oppressing women, that is, in the practice of domination. The other one I have is it is a primary power structure sustained by strong, deliberate intention. Indeed, to theorists of gender oppression, gender differences and gender inequality are byproducts of patriarchy. And in the corner, I just have a little picture of a Berenice says hungry for change, racial injustice, economy, gender equality, and healthcare. From gender oppression, there was structural oppression as well. And the oppression, which is the oppression of women, can be examined as it occurs in the power structures embedded in large-scale social relations, i.e., patriarchy, capitalism, racism, and heterosexism. There are some groups can gain benefits from controlling, using, and subjugating other groups of people. There are three structural oppression theories: social feminist, homogenic masculinity, and intersectional theory. A quote I have for structural oppression is structural oppression theories do not absolve or deny the agency of individual dominance, nor that of subordinates to push back against and perhaps alleviate some aspects of this oppression, but they examine how the agency is shaped by social structure. And some examples were the socialist feminism, homogenic masculinity, intersectional theory. I focused mostly on the intersectional theory, which is women's experiences with oppression and privilege vary by many factors such as race, class, sexuality, global location, age, etc. I also have they recognize the differences amongst each other, women, while still recognizing how they share the same worldview about genders but are still oppressed by social location. Two quotes I have are intersectionality theory emphasizes the link between ideology, power, showing how dominants use differences among people to justify oppressive practices by translation, differences into models of inferiority and superiority. People are socialized to relate to differences, not as source of diversity, interest, and cultural wealth. I also have intersectionality theory is now the central model of the study of gender at the global and transnational level, including the whole field of immigration studies and the issue of trafficking in women and children. The next slide I have is just like what is intersectionality, and some examples are like class, gender, age, religion, language, education, sexuality, ethnicity, history, and heritage. And they just show like sometimes they can overlap with one each other. So sometimes you can have one, two, three different all types of intersectionality. For myself personally, I had a hard time choosing which ones would apply to this, but I have growing up as in an Asian American household. I'm first gen American. I'm 25 years old and I'm in the lower middle class. I have some examples for like being a young woman in today's society is kind of not what you would have thought it was like growing up. Like you see in the TV shows growing up, oh, they're wild and carefree and joyful, but now you have to be cautious of people around you no matter who you are. And I have being of two cultural backgrounds, I have my own different to experience in life than others do, specifically other races as well, because we are all our own and we all have unique different experiences in life. I also have being a first gen student from a lower middle class family who came from the Philippines. I learned how to do college by myself and with the help of others because my family did not really know how to do so, and I was like, oh, that's okay because we're all doing life together. But I do have more difficult time staying focused and doing proper schoolwork because it's all just like on me to do well, and it's kind of like takes a toll sometimes. And I also have the financial struggle of affording school because again, I am from like lower middle class. I did rely on FAFSA, and then I do not have it no more. So I, when I'm working, it's mostly just to pay for school and other bills, which is really tiresome. And I have here like I have like my own little quote for them. These are some examples about my own life experiences. I'm pretty sure there is more, but these are the ones that I could think of for this theory. I just wanted to say I was struggling to find some because I thought they would not be good enough. But it is important to remember that we all experience life differently than each other. And sometimes it is okay to compare and contrast, but not too much. Just take care of yourself and enjoy your time. All right, and that is all I have. These are my references, and thank you for watching.